Hello student, today I shall discuss about class 7's mathematics, some key points of the rational number. Many other students take mistake in these topics, in various topics they take the mistakes. And the first question is that if there is any question that represent one point 78 in number line. Many students become confused about this number. How to represent this? If there is minus in front of it, that is minus of 1.78 in number line, how can they express it in number line? Many other students become confused for this. Now I can say that minus 1.78, you have to see if this number minus 1.78 it lies between which numbers. At first you should write a number line here. You should find a number line here. Here 0, this is the minus 1, this is the minus 2, this is the minus 3. Not necessary to take more number because here is minus of 1.78. Here is plus 1, here is plus 2, here is plus 3. Now it is not necessary. In spite of it, I am writing here that 1, 2, 3 this. Now you should know minus 1.78 where it will lie. Now here minus 1. If anyone asks you what is the greatest negative integer, then you should know that minus 1 is the greatest negative integer. After that minus 2 is less than minus 1. If minus 1.78 is here, then obviously minus 1.78 lies between minus 1 and minus 2. So we can say that minus 1.78 it will lie between minus 1 and minus 2. That means minus 2 less than minus 1.78 less than minus 1. Okay, so minus 1.78 lies between minus 1 and minus 2. If this point is minus 1.5, now look here, if this point is minus 1.5, which is the middle point of minus 1 and minus 2, which is the middle point of minus 1 and minus 2, then minus 1.78 obviously lie near about minus 1.5 and towards minus 2. That means here. So minus 1.78 lies between minus 1.78. It will lies between minus 1.78. It will lies between minus 1.5 and minus 2. That means you can say here, if it is minus 1, if it is minus 2, and if it is the middle point minus 1.5, then minus 1.78 lies between minus 1.5 and minus 2. Okay, so you can easily plot this number. This mistake many other students make here, and someone knows that here if we take root 3, minus root 3, minus root 2, root 5, these are not belongs to rational number. These are not belongs to rational number. We should take care of it. And if any other take that minus 1.7722 this is the infinitive number. Like that 2.7222 This is also infinitive number. These are all not belongs to rational number. These are all irrational number. You should know that. Again, some properties are there. Every student make a mistake. First property is that identity property and inverse property, and these two elements, this property, many other students make this mistake: identity property and inverse property. Identity property in this identity property, you should know the identity element. Identity property is there two type. One is multiplicative identity, another is additive identity and multiplicative identity. Additive identity element and multiplicative identity element. For additive, that means if we take the 3, that means what should we added with 3 that the number 3 we can gain again? What should we added with 3? What should we added with 3 so that this number, that means 3, will come again? That means 0. Any number when added with 0, then this number will be returned. This number will gain. So we can say that 0 is called the identity element. You should know that. Here is multiplicative identity property. In multiplicative identity property, you have to know that if any number is 5 here, then what should we multiply with 5 so that the identity element will come? What is the multiplicative identity? Multiplicative identity property. What should we multiply with 5 so that 5 will come? This is the multiplicative identity property. What should we multiply with 5 so that 5 will come? What should we multiply? Obviously 1. If we multiply 1 with 5, with any element, if we multiply 1, then obviously that number will come. So we can say that 1 is the identity element for multiplication. You have to know that identity element for multiplication, this is the identity element for addition. Okay, now inverse property. Inverse property is there. Two type of inverse property. One is additive inverse, another is multiplicative. In additive inverse, let any number is 3, any number. So what should we add with 3 so that what is the additive identity element? Obviously 0 is the additive identity element. That means what is mean by additive inverse? That means what should we add with that number so that the additive identity element come? What should we add with any integer so that any integer or any rational number so that the additive identity element come? So what should we add? If we give here plus, what should we add with 3 so that 0 will come? Obviously its opposite element, that means minus 3. That means If 3 is the element, its opposite element is minus 3. If 5 is any element, its opposite element is minus 5. If 7 is any element, its opposite element is minus 7. So any number add with its opposite number so that the 0 will come. So here minus 3 is the additive inverse of 3. We can say here minus 3 is additive inverse inverse of 3. For each number, additive inverse will be changed. For every number, additive inverse will be different. Okay, for different number, additive inverse will be different. Now multiplicative inverse. For multiplicative inverse, if any take 5 any number, what should we multiply with 5 so that the multiplicative identity element come? What should we added with 5 so that the additive identity will come? What should we add? Obviously it's reciprocal. Okay, then 1 will come. So we can say that 1 by 5 is the multiplicative inverse of 5. Okay, then for every number its multiplicative inverse will be changed. Okay, mind it. Okay, in next time I shall discuss about various problems or many other problems. Okay, thank you.